Hi guys, if you're new here, it's Madeline. If you're not new here, it's still Madeline. And if you're not new to this channel, you know that I did a huge backpacking trip last summer. I went to 20 something countries in 5 months. And my favorite country, well, one of my favorite countries was Egypt. And the national dish of Egypt is Koshary. And I've been craving Koshary literally so bad. But unfortunately, there is nowhere in Manhattan to get good Koshary except like really expensive sit-down restaurant. There's like one of them. There's 2 places in Brooklyn, but I live in Harlem. I'm not going all the way there to get Koshary. So I'm gonna make it, and I've never done this before, so hopefully it doesn't turn out like shit. So first things first, we have to chop and fry the onions for the fried onions that go on top. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, the onions are all cut up, and I need to wash my hands and my eyes. Those onions really, yeah. So now we put a little bit of flour onto the onions, and supposedly it's gonna coat with the onion juice and make a coating so we can fry them. I've coated them with flour, and I am crying again. So another hand wash, another eye wash. Oh my god, I kind of hate this. Okay, now I'm gonna put some oil in a pan and supposedly just fry them. I think that's probably good. I really don't know. Maybe, yeah. It's good enough for me. It's good enough for Jesus. I don't know. I'm not religious, by the way. I miss Egypt so much. It's literally some of my favorite culture and food. Anyway, chopping the garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and chop this garlic up and also chop some more onions up for the next sauce that we're gonna be making. For this recipe, we're also gonna need 2 tomatoes blended up. I'm gonna blend them up myself because it's probably better. Oh my god, my onions are probably gonna burn, so let me take them off. This is what the onions look like, and we're gonna set them aside. I also put the oil in a bowl because the guy said, oh! It was onion infused, and it would be good to use in the rest of the recipe. Okay, we're gonna put a few, my hair's wet. We're gonna put a few spoonfuls of oil, that oil, and then like the garlic and the onions and some spices in. Ow. So I'm going to, yeah, show you that. So I also put 3 tablespoons of vinegar in there, and we're supposed to let it evaporate for a second. And now I'm chopping up, oh my god, squishing up maybe 3 tomatoes actually instead of 2 that I'm going to blend up into a tomato sauce like substance that I'm going to use in this sauce. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, also we had to use cilantro, but powder, cilantro powder, I'd never heard of that before, and so I just cut up regular cilantro, and I hope that's fine. Okay, so I got my tomatoes in my cup here, and I'm going to blend them up, but it's gonna be loud. Okay, slightly concerned as to why my tomato is pink and not red, but hopefully that's a non-issue. New York, explain yourself, because this looks like a watermelon smoothie. Now I'm basically just gonna dump this in there with some of this, 2 tablespoons of this, and then salt and pepper. Now we let that sit and thicken, and then for the next sauce, I put a cup of water and I chopped up a bunch of garlic and I put it in there, and also like letting that boil together for a second. Now I squeeze in 2 limes. Not 2 halves, like 1, and then I have another one in, you know. I feel like the Hulk. We also put a cup of white vinegar in there. I'm a vinegar addict, I think. Okay, and then we also need to put cumin. My TV's so good in this. Cumin, salt, pepper, and then more of that like parsley powder, ground up parsley stuff. Literally, or cilantro. Sorry. Literally, I like ground, like, yeah. I don't have the powder, but it's okay. Now for the last sauce, and it's really hot. This is the second sauce we made. I put it in a jar to cool down because I need the pot, because I don't have them, because I'm 23. Okay, we're gonna mix a little bit of the onion oil from the beginning with a little bit of chili powder, and then a little bit of the sauce, like a couple spoonfuls of the sauce from the beginning. I don't want to have a repeat spill, but I'm gonna let it cook for a second. Now I'm gonna cook some spaghetti. With some elbow pasta. Now this is what I have going on. I did like chickpeas, rice, noodle, like little short noodle thingies, cumin, some of that, more of that part like cilantro shit I did, salt, pepper, and lentils, brown lentils. And this is the macaroni and everything. And this is that last chili sauce. Also, I also went ahead and canned the tomato sauce. I'm gonna can the chili sauce now.